Do you really need just chicken and eggs to build muscle, or vegetarian sources can also help? If you ask me, for muscle building, I'd side more towards non-vegetarian sources of protein. That sounds a little controversial, but let's break it down. Today, let's break down if vegetarian or non-vegetarian sources of protein for muscle building really do matter or not. So, there's always this argument that non-vegetarian sources of protein are always better than vegetarian sources of protein. No doubt, because they have higher quality of protein, they have higher leucine contents, and they have a complete amino acid profile. That sounds a little too scientific, but in simple words, they are complete protein. But in vegetarian sources of protein, they are incomplete. But does that mean that you can never build muscle? No, you can. You can have a great physique just with a vegetarian diet. Vegetarian and non-vegetarian sources of protein matter depending on your goal. So if you're very serious about competing, if you're very serious about bodybuilding, if you're very serious about getting shredded, then I'd recommend that go towards a non-vegetarian source of protein because they are very lean. But if you just want to look lean, you want to look good, you want to look great, you want to feel great, and there are certain restrictions, maybe religious restrictions, then I think you can always use vegetarian source of protein and you can supplement whey protein along with it. There's also this argument where you would actually consider a lot of people who are into cricket, who are into basketball, football, all are vegetarian. But I'm strictly talking about here about muscle building. They all need to be athletic, but bodybuilding is where you need to build real muscle and size does matter. Also, another reason why people prefer non-vegetarian source of protein is because you get lean protein. So when we say lean protein, you get just protein along with a little bit of carbs and fats. But consider that, let's say take an example for soya chunks. You get more carbs there, you get more fats, and along with the protein. Also, if you see the nutrient aspect of both vegetarian and non-vegetarian source of protein, let's say I take example for the non-vegetarian source of protein for chicken breast and soya chunks for vegetarian. So here you see, once I trim off all the fat from the chicken breast, you have very lean source of protein along with a little bit of fats. There are no carbs there. Yeah. And now let's take soya chunks. Here you have a good amount of protein, a decent amount of protein, little less amino acids and little less leucine, but it also has carbs and fats. So now carbs and fats also count as calories, right? They are calorie dense. So in the end of the day, if you have a certain calorie restriction, let's say 200 calories for me to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time, if I go over, obviously I'll gain weight. So it depends on your goals exactly, if you want to eat non-vegetarian source of protein or vegetarian. Now the question is, do vegetarian bodybuilders have no choice? Do they have to rely on non-vegetarian source of protein for muscle building? I'd say if you want to, if you can, please go for it. They are whole sources of protein. But or else, if you have a lot of money, please invest in whey protein sources. But I'd say, how many scoops of protein can you take in a day? Maybe 1 or 2. You can't go excess. You have your protein intake to complete. So taking an excess of whey protein could upset your stomach, cause bloating. So I'd say have a balance if you can take it, or else if you want to achieve a decent physique, please stick to vegetarian source of protein. There's nothing wrong. I am a little biased towards non-vegetarian source of protein because I am used to it, but you do what you want to do. As we all know, to build muscle, we need hardcore training, protein with calories and recovery. So if 3 aspects are sought, then you're good to go. You don't have to worry about anything. Just ensure that your recovery is on point, because once you cross the intermediate stage, your recovery becomes very important and your recovery becomes very slow. So keep in mind, any type of protein is good depending on your lifestyle and your goal. End of the day, it's your lifestyle choice. You can do whatever you want. I'm Divakar. This is Fitness Without Fabrication. I'll see you in the next one.